Oh god, I'm so excited! Who will it be? It's Duo Sigurd for sure. No, Winter Altina. No, wait, I want by Lev. Come on! Who's that? You have seen percentages, graphs and probability curves. You have watched videos, read articles and you have practiced summoning for years. And still don't have a clue which orb you should pull? Me neither. So let's clear it once and for all with this visual summoning guide. First I will show you how to look behind the orbs and then underneath their clothes. Whoa, stop! Calm down, buddy. So, for all of you who are like me and like to visualize things instead of just hearing them, I've put in hours of work to visually show you exactly how summoning works, which banners are better or worse to spend your orbs on, especially important with the upcoming A Hero Rises banner, and how your mindset affects the results of your summonings. Yes, I will also take the esoterical route, so put some cotton balls between the chakra centers of your toes, let a green tea brew while you're enjoying your coke, and make sure you're facing east. But don't stop looking at your screen, it's a visual guide after all. As I struggle with time management all the time, I will divide this topic into two separate videos. This video will cover the basics of summoning and show you which orb is best to pick on your free summons, while the second part will cover the different banner types and which banners will give you the most value for your orbs. If you feel like a veteran, pretty much knowing what's coming next, take a look at this. We've all been there. I'm sure each one of you has a douchebag like him in your friend list, constantly bragging about bad luck during summoning sessions, while they don't even know that the thing they are asking for doesn't even exist. So, to find out what happened in this screen, we need to know what happens once you press that summoning button. Spoiler alert, you will get a 4-star Seth. It's always Seth. 5 colorful or colorless, it kinda depends. Orbs float in, presenting you tons of options. This red orb over there looks really great. Ooh, it could have Catherine, the focus unit, or maybe a fallen Ike who is in the summoning pool. Or it might even contain Brave Celica thanks to the newly added 4-star special pool. It's going to be Seth, isn't it? Here is actually already the first misconception, and the part why our feelings are so often wrong about summoning outcomes. What we are seeing are all the potentials of the red hero pool, but this is not what the game has to offer. To get a better understanding, let's look inside the game to find out what the evil owl sees. Once those 5 orbs fly in, this is in reality what the game presents. 5 blank spaces. To fill these spaces, the game applies a first selection layer, let's name it the star layer. You may imagine this like a game show spinning wheel with different outcomes. Depending on which banner you are summoning on, the wheel will look different. For our wheel, we will pretend we got a rerun of the Church of Zeros banner. The biggest cake part of the wheel is a 4-star hero with a chance of 52%, followed by a 3-star hero with a chance of 36%. Then we have a 3% chance for each a 5-star focus hero, a 4-star focus hero, a hero from the 5-star summoning pool, and the newly added hero from the 4-star special pool. This wheel will now be applied to each one of our 5 orbs. So let's spin it! Wow! Look how lucky I got! And this was surely not rigged at all. With this we have determined the pool from which our hero will be pulled. The hero in the top spot will be pulled from the 4-star special pool, the hero to his side will be pulled from the 5-star pool, the next one will be a 4-star focus unit, then we have the orb we were looking at before with a hero from the 4-star pool, and last the unit from the 5-star focus pool. Now that the game knows what star value the orb will hold, it's time to apply the second layer, the hero layer. For this, we will start with the 5-star focus unit. To determine which one it will be, we will take a quick look into our 5-star focus pool. There are 4 available units, each one of them having the exact same chance to be picked. As all of them are equal in the eyes of the owl. maybe with a slight affection to waifus. Each one of them will simply get a number, 1 to 4. Now the game will randomly pick one of those 4 numbers, and we ended up with 4! Great, so Flame it is. Next, let's hop over to our orb having a unit from the 5-star pool. This pool contains every 5-star who is currently available on the banner. Please note that the focus units of the new hero banners are not yet in this particular pool, but they are on skill banners or also on rerunning banners if I'm not mistaken. We have currently 109 heroes in the 5-star pool, with each of them having the exact same odds of being picked. The odds for getting a particular hero will therefore shrink with every new 5-star added to the pool. So instead of the 25% chance we saw earlier, we are down to 0.91% chance for a particular unit. The game will once more roll a random number, and we ended up with number 36, Nagi. Now let's go to our 4-star special pool. This was a very welcome update, certainly one of the best in the game's history, and it makes summoning a lot more fun again. In the 4-star special pool are currently 72 heroes, all 5-star heroes till the mid of book 2 who are no longer available in the regular 5-star pool. By now you know it, the game will pick a random number from these and we got 21 Brave Hector. That's awesome! Let's go to the 4-stars next. The 4-star focus pool is rather straightforward. The game has the option to pick Sedef or... well, let's go with Sedef. And last, the 4-star pool. Don't even have to look into that one, because I know it's going to be Seth. It's always Seth. Now that we know which heroes are behind each orb, let's add our last layer, the color layer. Each of these heroes has a color, and this is the layer which will visually lie on top for us to see. The orb I'm going to pick is therefore not able to give me Catherine, or Fallen Ike, or Celica. This orb only contains Seth and no one else. This decision was made when I hit that summon button, long before I even caught a glimpse of the colors. So let's take a look. I'll add dramatic music to make this even more epic. Seth. What else could I have hoped for? Great. This banner obviously has nothing for me, so let's leave this stupid mess already. Wait, wasn't that a Sophia over there? I said it's not rigged, so fuck off, I'm teaching here! So put in a nutshell, the game will start by determining the pool to choose the units from, followed by the hero, and will only in the latest step apply the color for us to see. This by itself does not explain much for now, as we don't know which pool or hero the game choose, but we can already use it to solve our puzzle from earlier. So different from what this douchebag was thinking, the game didn't take the chance from him to summon a colorless unit, because there never was a colorless unit in his circle. It began with an empty circle to apply the star layer. As this was a free 5-star, the circle had only one option. From there, the game visited the hero pool and randomly picked 5 among them. The colorless fraction had actually the lowest unit count and therefore the least possibility of visually showing up. Therefore it's not that surprising if many of you ended up without a colorless orb. I'm not going to bother you with the formula, but the chance for at least one colorless orb showing up in your circle of 5 orbs was at 70%. While this seems much, you have to envision that 3 out of 10 players were left with a circle looking more or less like mine. Given that my videos usually get 2000 views on the first day, 599 other watchers besides you also didn't get a single colorless orb. So let's float the comment section with a politically totally inappropriate Me Too to make all of us colorless-less summoners feel a bit better. No shade at the Me Too movement. I'm not a native speaker, so I can't help myself but being awful in trying to be funny. To take this visualization a step further, let's look at the summoning circles of 20 different summoners. Things we would consider as really bad luck are indeed not at all too unlikely. Summoner 2 experienced a circle with 4 reds and only 1 green. Summoners 3 and 11 had 3 reds and 2 colorless. Summoner 17 got 3 greens and 2 colorless. and that lucky bastard Summoner 16 ended up with 4 colorless and 1 blue, but you can bet that they desperately wanted a green orb for the chance to get Veronica. Those 4 colorless orbs did interestingly contain Ethlyn twice. And yes, this is possible. Indeed, 5 out of 20 summoners ended up with the same unit twice in their circle. And this is not rigged, I swear. Among these 20 summoners were exactly 6 who weren't presented with a colorless orb, so exactly 3 out of 10 as I claimed before. Seeing this, I have no reason to be mad about the game for not giving me the chance to summon on colorless, because there was no colorless unit in my circle to begin with. I would have never gotten another copy of Pirate Tibbon, because, simply told, there was no Pirate Tibbon in my circle. I have reason to be mad at myself because I didn't pick the orb which contained Halloween Robin, but as I don't know she was there, I can't be mad. That's how it works. You're not mad about getting cheated on if you don't know you're getting cheated on, which is why IS still makes tons of money with this game. Fire Emblem Heroes is a great game with a great story, tons of gameplay, and a very fun summoning system. Yay! Was that fine? Can you please stop looking at me like you will peck out my eyes at any moment? I fear that hole. So, knowing how the selection works, we may at least ease the pain of these 3 5-star banners, even if it's sometimes hard to overcome the pain. I know it. I know how much it hurts. It doesn't make sense to waste thoughts on this orb could have also contained this or that, like for example a focus 5-star instead of a pool 5-star, because that orb you chose was literally not able to present you anything but the unit you got. Knowing this might not make you get more units you want, but it can help you feel less bad about negative results. It's quite easy to feel unlucky during summoning sessions, as we often limit our potential by having the wrong expectations. So just for the fun of it, let's go back to our Church of Zeros banner and take the visualization to the next level, applying it to an average of exactly 100 orbs, divided between 20 different summoners using only their free summon. I've made this as before completely randomized, and we will just assume that the first row is looking for the red focus unit, the second is looking for green, third row looking for Sedef's damaged art, you little horny pervs, and the last row colorless. Although it looks like there are surprisingly many 5-star heroes given to these players, 18 out of 20 will leave the banner feeling like they've been unlucky. All 20 might actually leave unsatisfied if they don't take each orb of the color they are looking for. So, where do we go from here? What am I supposed to do the next time I summon? To be frank, as soon as we are talking about chances, it is obvious that there is no way to guarantee something. But we can use our knowledge, apply it and hope for the best. So let's take a look at how to maximize your chances on your free pulls. First of all, I'm not a prophet, so if there's a particular unit on the banner you like, go for them. Playing strategical in a luck-based summoning system can only get you so far, and the power of collecting waifus clearly outshines any strategy. But in case you didn't end up with the color you were looking for, or if you are unbiased on which color to pick, this little info may help you. While we just learned that the color presented to us is a hoax, as the unit beneath is already locked, showing us the color of the orb does give us additional information we can use to our advantage. As you've seen in all the examples before, we do not have an equal amount of units in each color pool. These are the numbers of units currently available in the game. These will of course slightly change with each new heroes banner, and change a lot once we get our next Master mode. The green pool has the fewest units overall, while the red pool has the most. Colorless stands out for having very few 5-star and 4-star special units, while having the biggest amount of 4 and 3 stars thanks to all the stuffed emotes. Yeah, thanks for being so creative in your choices, IS. You might already get where I will go next. If the game presents you a colorless orb, with that pool having tons of demotes and very few 5-star units, chances that the star layer, which was picked below, is of value is rather low. So why is that exactly? To find out the odds of that colorless orb giving us something we want, let's put our summoning rate in the first column. We will be once more looking at a regular new heroes banner. 3% for a 5-star focus, 5-star, 4-star focus and 4-star special, 52% for a 4-star and 36% for a 3-star. The second layer is the hero layer. By showing us the colorless color, God, this is stupid. We know that the game picked a colorless hero out of the available pools, so let's put that information in the second column. 1 out of 4 focus units is colorless, 21 out of 109 units in the 5-star pool are colorless, 11 out of 72 units in the 4-star special pool, and 40 out of 138 units in the regular 4 and 3-star pool. Now, to find out the odds for a particular event happening, for example that the game picked a 5-star focus in the star layer, we simply need to multiply these numbers to get the chance for both results at the same time. For all of you not having booked math classes like I did, just ignore these numbers and simply trust me on that. I really try to make it visual, but this part is just awful to look at no matter what. Now, the smarty pants among you will surely realize that those numbers don't add up to 100. They would if we made the same thing for all 4 colors, assuming we will blindly summon on golden banners. Would you blindly pick on golden orbs, the chance to get flame would be down to 0.75% compared to the 3% we are often assuming when we pick an orb. As we can already see the color of the orb though, we have a better chance of determining our outcome. To finally find out the odds of that colorless orb containing something we want, we need to add all the events we are looking for. So in this case, let's say we are only looking for the chance to summon our focus unit Flame, and divide that number with all possible events, so the sum of all of those numbers. Now we can see that the chances of that colorless orb we saw on our screen containing our 5-star focus unit Flame is not 3% but rather 2.75%. And because of the different amounts of units each color has in the star pools, each color has actually different chances to contain a 5-star unit. And just to say it, as we are talking about chances, there is also a very high chance you will find someone smarter than me in the comment section pointing out my mistakes, and someone dumber than me asking me to shut the hell up because they got flamed with the free summon nevertheless. So watch out for that. I'm skipping the math part for the other colors to go straight to the results. If we don't want a particular unit but instead value any 5-star, 4-star special or 4-star demote, the chances of being successful on your free summon are looking like this. You see that colorless orbs still have a really awful rate, caused by the tons of demotes in the 4 and 3-star pool compared to the available 5-star units, while red has actually the biggest chances due to the newly added high number of 4-star special units. With this you will actually be twice as often lucky pulling on red compared to pulling on colorless. If there is a demote on any of the colors, the chances to get a special unit are even better. Just to avoid having confusion, the second column is of course only of interest to the color which has the demote, so for our Church of Zeros banner, the rates would look like this. Blue will give you the biggest chance of summoning something good, assuming you define pulling Zelef as something good, while colorless has the least chance. If your target is only summoning any of the focus units instead, chances will look like this. In this case, green will give you the best odds of getting something of value, caused by the smallest pool of 4 and 3-star units compared to the other colors. For seasonal banners, this means that you will actually have quite a reasonable chance of pulling the demote unit on the very first try, giving you at least 40 flowers and 6k feathers in value, which is why I decided to take every demote color orb in my first circle when I'm not planning on spending orbs in that seasonal banner, and I was gifted with both Raphael and Alphonse in my latest banners. If we go back to our previous screen with the 20 summoners and assume all of them picked blue to maximize their chances, 5 players instead of 2 might have left the banner with a good feeling. I will say it once more though, that nothing is certain in a luck-based system. Those are only the average chances we are looking at. Your own experience will obviously be better or worse in different situations. So if you are undecided about our new banner dropping tomorrow, let's look at the odds for this one. We will be presented with 1 green, 2 blue and 1 colorless unit, with the colorless unit being the demote. Again. If we once more aim for a special unit, colorless will have the biggest odds thanks to the demote. Otherwise, blue is the color to pick for max value. This also applies when we are only looking at the chances to summon a focus unit. Blue will beat green in this case because of having 2 focus units. Color sharing has indeed been a hotly discussed topic over the course of the last weeks, especially with the upcoming A Hero Rises banner having 4 units of only 2 colors. For now, I will leave you with the information that having 2 units on the same color will result in having a better chance of summoning a 5-star, but what it means in terms of merges will be the topic in the second part, where I will also cover the different types of banners and rank their value for the purpose of merging your units, and you may be surprised by this outcome. Isn't that blur awesome? Kinda looks like something dirty is hidden behind it, but in reality, it's just Seth. It's always Seth. So many thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful information, and I would really appreciate your upvote, comment or subscribe to help me continue making videos. See ya!